Hello dear students, I am Dr. Shanmukh Uchpal from Suresh Angadi Education Foundations, Angadi College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. Dear students, so I ask you some questions. What is the x plus y whole square? You will tell the formula. So x plus y raised to 3. You are able to answer it. If it is a x plus y raised to 4. So if it is very difficult, then I tell you the shortcut trick how to remember algebraic identities using a shortcut trick here. So let us begin that. So before dealing with that, I am going to construct a Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle is, it is a 1. So both sides, mention the same number 1 and 1. Then here it is a 1. 1 plus 1, 2 we get it. 1 we have to carry forward. Next 1, 1 plus 2, addition is 3. 2 plus 1, addition is 3. Then 1 carry forward. So continue the same thing. 1 plus 3, it is a 4. 3 plus 3, it is a 6. 3 plus 1, it is a 4. Then 1 here. So on, we can construct it here. So using this is called as a Pascal triangle. Using this algebraic identities, you can remember it. So the first value, it will represent x plus y raised to 0 here. You know that any number raised to 0, always it is a 1. So this is a 1. Next, this will represent x plus y raised to 1. Next, x plus y raised to 2. X plus y raised to 3. Next one, it is x plus y, it is a raised to 4 here. Then how to write a formula? So very simple. So one coefficient I am taking a x, then one coefficient is y here. So this is x plus y raised to 1. Next it is x plus y square. X highest power is 2 here. So I write x square, decrease the power, it is a x, then decrease the power, x raised to 0, already it is there. On the right side, y it is, highest power is 2, so I write y square here, decrease the power, y, decrease it, y raised to 0, already 1 is there. Middle we have to assign plus a sign. So this is a formula for x plus y whole square as x square plus 2xy plus y square it is. Now x plus y raised to 3, so very simple. So x highest power is 3, so decrease the power, x square, decrease x, then decrease it, x raised to 0, it is a 1. On the same way, the right hand number is, it is a y. So y highest power we have to take it. So this is y raised to 3, decrease it, so we get a y square. So decrease it, we are going to get a y, then decrease it, it is going to become a y raised to 0 as a 1. So this is a formula for x plus y raised to 3. Then we have to assign with all the terms with a positive sign. So here it is a plus, here it is a plus and a plus here. So dear students, the formula for x plus y raised to 3 is x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y raised to 3. Now it is a very simple. You can write the formula for x plus y raised to 4 here. So x highest power is a 4. We have to take it x raised to 4. So decrease it. So we are going to get a x cube. Decrease it, x square. Decrease. We are going to get a x here. Then x raised to 0. That is going to be a 1 here. On the same way, it is a y. Highest power is a 4. So it is a y raised to 4. Decrease it. We get a y cube. Decrease y square, decrease y, and then y raised to 0 is 1. So this is a formula for x plus y raised to 4, and all the terms are positive here. So we have to assign the plus sign over here, plus. So this is a formula for x plus y raised to 4. In the same way, so you can write the formula for x plus y raised to 5. Okay, so this is a shortcut trick to remember so algebraic identities. So if it is x minus y raised to n is there, then we have to take alternatively positive and a negative. One example I will give you. So here it is a 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. I have taken these numbers from the previous step, Pascal triangle. So I am writing now the formula for x minus y raised to 4. So here x raised to 4, we are going to get it, decrease it, x cube, decrease x square, decrease x, then x raised to 0 is 1. On the same way, y highest power is 4, y raised to 4, decrease y cube, next y square, y raised to 0, 1 it is. Now, dear students, you can observe that it is plus and a minus. That means we have to assign alternatively positive and negative. Therefore, first term is positive, plus minus plus minus plus. Dear students, so maths is very simple. Each and every equation, each and every concept, there is a shortcut trick. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.
Hello friends, I am Shiv Prasad Bhagavantanawar, working as head of the department in Angadi College of Commerce and Science. Here students, my subject is biology, so I am dealing with biology here. So first I am asking you, what is biology? So, biology is very vast subject. Here we cannot restrict it to a particular organism or particular animal or a particular thing. So, here as human beings, they are taken birth, from the same day onwards, the biology begin to increase. Now, here you are studying different kinds of chapters, and these chapters they are including heredity, variation, genetics, living things, non-living things, then environment, ecology, there you can this biodiversity. So these are all the parts we are including in one of the section, and there under the head biology we are studying all these things. But when you are observing nature, nature we are calling it as a mother god. Here, the mother god nature, it is providing everything to each and every organism, including human beings. And we are very comfort on earth, it is only because of that God itself, that is the earth god what we are calling, or mother god what we are calling. But what we are doing, human beings, we are digging deep inside the earth, we are boring it, and we are extracting petrol. Along with petroleum, that is crude oil, along with crude oil, we are taking out the coal also, and so many other things. What it means, what Mother Nature she did, whatever excess carbon dioxide is there, it was collectively buried deep inside the ground. But we human beings, what we are doing? We are digging that poison thing, we are taking it out, and because of that only the health hazards you are observing here. And apart from that, because of this carbon content, greenhouse effect you are observing. And here, because of this greenhouse effect, the earth is heating like anything. If suppose the whole earth, if you are considering, if temperature is raised by only 1 degree of the whole earth, the ice caps, that is the polar ice, it melts, and that polar ice, whatever the water is formed there, the water is added to the oceans, and the ocean, it rises up and it grabs all the land. Then remember, friends, a day will be coming that the human beings have to survive in the sense they have to convert themselves into fishes. Why? It is only because the earth is entering inside the water because of this greenhouse effect. So, now already you experienced the lockdown system. In this lockdown system, how powerful virus it is, you are knowing, each and everyone is knowing. And everyone is having a bad feeling about this virus. And the virus, it is not seen by the naked eyes, but it is killing human beings. And you named it as COVID-19. And here the vaccinations are there. And those vaccinations, they are entering in your body. You are not knowing what is happening. Simply, all they are going to the health center. So we are also going. The doctors, they are giving injection to all. So we are also taking. But no one is seen, except some scientists, no one seen these viruses. But imagine, friends, so tiny entity, it creates how much of a negative effect on the nature. Not only human beings, the total nature you observe. Okay, friends, so see here. We are there in Angadi College. In Angadi College, all we teachers, we are thinking that teaching is a noble profession. In this noble profession, we don't have only to teach, we have to make some miracles. We have to create some masterpieces. So, we have to bring each and every student in high level of their marks in the regular life, and they have to achieve very big goals in their life. So, friends, here the time is a factor and it is not allowing me to talk. So, I am stopping it here. If suppose we are meeting once again, definitely we will discuss regarding biology. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
Good morning, students. Myself Rudresh Klare. I am from Angadi College of Commerce and Science. Okay, HOD of Physics Department. Students, today I am taking a topic is gravitation. In gravitation, okay, this one explained by Newton. According to Newton, any two masses, in between those two masses, the force is present. Okay, I'll give one example. Earth and any one planet will consider. In that Earth and planet, the force is present. Okay, here I'll represent gravitational force. Okay, two masses m1 and m2 are the two masses. Okay, these two masses are separated by a small distance. These two masses are separated by a small distance r. Okay, in between these two masses, in between these two masses, the force is present. Okay, that force Newton given by force is directly proportional to product of its magnitude m1 m2, okay, and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them, r square. Okay, now here the proportionality constant is removed by g, m1 m2 divided by r square. Okay, what is mean by g? G is a universal gravitational constant. What is G? G is universal gravitational constant, 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11, that is Newton meter square per kg square. What is the unit? That is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is the gravitational constant equation. Okay, but students, we know that what is g? Small g. Small g is acceleration due to gravity. Small g is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, in acceleration due to gravity, any one object, if you thrown in upward direction, when you throw in upward direction, it will move. Okay, it will reach the certain height. By reaching certain height, again it will come back to its original position. Why it will come back to its original position? Any one object will take. Okay, again it will come back to its original position. Okay, why? This is because of acceleration due to gravity is attracting towards. Okay, for this one, that will write F equals to Newton's second law, right? That is F equals to m into g. The force is acting towards the earth. Yes, I hope you are getting the concept. Okay, that is here I know Newton given the formula F equals to g m1 m2 divided by r square. This is the universal gravitational formula. I hope you understood. This is okay. Once again I will state what is the Newton's law states. The force of attraction between two masses is directly proportional to product of its magnitude and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Okay, I hope you understood, students. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, dear students. Myself, Karthik Kulkarni. I am a chemistry faculty at Angadi College of Commerce and Science, Belgaum. So today, I am going to discuss one of the important concepts of a topic called as chemical bonding. So in this chemical bonding, we mainly discuss about the types of bond and how these bonds going to form and what are the molecules that are going to show these type of bonds that we are going to study right here. So the first type of a bond I am going to discuss right here is ionic bond. Very important concept this is, ionic bond. So now we need to understand what do you meant by an ionic bond. Let me consider one example. Sodium. So as you know, atomic number of sodium is 11. Okay, its electronic configuration is nothing but 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. As sodium belongs to s block element, so 3s1 will be considered, that is only one electron is available in 3s orbital, it is considered as outermost orbital. Then I am going to consider chlorine, which is a non-metal. Its atomic number is 17. Okay, so now again electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. In this we are going to consider both s orbital as well as p orbital together as outermost orbital, because this belongs to p block element, this belongs to s block element. In s block element it consists of only s block character, whereas in p block element it consists of both s character as well as p character. That's why we are considering these two as a outermost orbital. As you already know that if a compound want to become a stable, it has to attain which rule, or it has to satisfy the rule called as octet rule. Octet rule is nothing but the element or the compound or the molecule which consists of 8 electrons in total in their outermost orbital. We are going to call it as a stable compound. Now see here, as a nature of the sodium, because it belongs to s block element, it has got one extra electron right here. Why one extra electron? If this one extra electron will be removed, so it is going to attain stable electronic configuration. Here, to attain a stability in case of Cl, it requires one electron. That is already 7 are right here, it requires 1. So the only option to make the whole molecule or the compound to become a stable is by the transfer of electron. By the transfer of electron. Now, sodium is going to donate its 1 electron to Cl, and Cl is going to receive 1 electron from the sodium. As a result, sodium going to gain positive charge and it has lost 1 electron, or it has given donated 1 electron. Cl is going to receive 1 electron and it has received 1 electron. Now, the whole, by the combination of the sodium and the Cl, sodium chloride has formed. By this, we are going to say the transfer of electron always leads to formation of a bond called as ionic bond. Okay, so the atom which has got low ionization enthalpy is going to donate an electron, and the atom which has got high electron gain enthalpy is going to receive the electron. By this combination, a new compound is going to form, that is called as sodium chloride, where transfer of electron has been taken place from electropositive atom to electronegative atom, which leads to a formation of an energy, that is conversion of solid into gaseous element. By this, a formation of energy is going to take place, that is called as lattice energy. Lattice energy. Here I have explained you about what you meant by ionic bond, how it is going to form, what are the conditions required for the formation of ionic bond, and as a result what energy it is going to release. So this whole concept is explained by a famous person called as Born-Haber cycle. So by this I will end up my concept right here. So in the next class we will discuss the further concepts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.